Hello. Hmm? Hello? 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 Hmm? Hello? Hmm. Hmm? Uh, hello? Hmm. Hello? Hello? Uh, mm. Hmm. Hello? Unit LLR signing in. Status on standby. No assignment currently assigned. Guess time for introduction. Maybe reintroduction. Because it depends. Hello? I just woke up. I guess in both senses I kind of both. Or, not both, barely woke up. So let's get into the introduction, I guess. My profile. Designation. LLR. Name. I guess I don't know it. Redacted both to you and to me, I guess. Age mid-20s. Somewhere around there. Birth date. Somewhere in September. First week for sure. At least that's what they said. Somewhere in September. Probably. Species human. At least I'm pretty sure. Probably. Again. Hopefully that's not picking up. Sorry if I'm being kind of like this, I guess. Again, I just woke up. Maybe I should have let myself sleep a bit more. Well, whatever, I guess. Actually, I should maybe... I guess I could afterwards unplug some wires so I could possibly plug in this thing over here. I know which ones I have to unplug. Anyway, second part of this thing, likes and dislikes. I guess this is kind of also the last section, because I didn't really look into what else is done on this debut kind of stuff. Well, let me check something real quick. Actually, no, never mind. I can't check that. Anyway, likes and dislikes. Stylized art. What I mean by this is, like, I guess a lot of people kind of prefer, well, I don't know if a lot of people, some people kind of prefer, like, more detailed art. Like, the thought is, like, the more detail it has, the better, I guess. That's not really my way of thinking, though. I can really get into this really simple stuff. Like, tying into the second thing I have listed there. One of my favorite people who does anime stuff is Masaaki Yuasa. And his, like, way of, I guess, making people, I guess, is kind of not really simple shapes, but I guess kind of simple shapes. Where they're kind of just a bunch of, like, I guess not really blobs put together. Well, I guess that's how most artists do things. Put a bunch of blobs together to form a body. And I guess that's what we are in real life too. Yeah. Simple stuff is really good. I guess not necessarily simple either, but, like, how do I explain it? Like, not full on going, I guess anatomical is fine too. I don't really know how to explain it. I guess I've kind of explained it. Just stuff that isn't not necessarily super detailed, I guess. Like, I guess I can give another example. Gashi Gashi, that artist. I don't know if y'all have, well, I guess they're pretty popular, I think. They're probably one of my favorites. Their stuff's good. Let me go through my follows, actually, to kind of give some recommendations, I guess. Let's see. Because I kind of follow more people than who follow me. That's because I follow a bunch of artists and super, I guess not super, but more just bigger VTubers and all that. Komitsubu or Komitub. That one's also good. Real squishy art. I'd recommend them. I really want to try to imitate their style. good for practice imitating styles is. I'd recommend doing it if you're an artist. Anyway, second, so I'm kind of dragging this one out a bit. Anime, obviously, right? I guess generally my taste in that kind of thing is the lower energy type stuff. Maybe I should have gone some BGM for this, but I guess it's too late. I kind of arranged it last second. Maybe should have waited a bit longer to wake up. Yeah, lower energy stuff a lot of the time. One of my favorites that I haven't watched in a while is Serial Experiments Lane. Then another one of my favorites, which I've known about since elementary school, or maybe it was middle school, I forget which, was a 1995 Ghost in the Shell movie. And that's kind of inspired a lot of stuff for me. It's a good movie. I don't like standalone complex as much though. Of course I haven't really watched too much of it. But it's pretty good. I guess also I kind of I guess in a kind of similar vein, I guess, that anime Kaiba. I didn't like how it ended up being towards the end, but it's pretty good though, stylistically at least. And I guess sometimes I don't really watch a lot of slice of life stuff or just flat out comedies. Or I guess generally I tend to kind of drop those without, not on purpose or anything. I just end up not watching them or not continuing them. I never finished watching Nichijou. Or, what's that one called? I can't remember the name of it. It was a comedy, though. But for some reason, with manga, I tend to kind of follow somewhat a couple of those kind of rom-com types. I'm fully caught up on Nagatoro. Then a while ago, I started that one, the prefect and girl, whatever. I forget the full title. Dumb prefect something something girl. That one's pretty good. I like the style of that one. Art style, I mean. There's another one. What was it? Oh, right. I was gonna say another type of... I guess... I don't know if it's kind of like a genre or what, but... kind where it shows a creative process, I guess. Shuri experience and... Aizoken. Don't mess with Aizoken. That one's good. Both of those are good. Both really inspire me to try to make more stuff. I'd recommend both of them. Just generally, I guess I should maybe look up some of that other kinds of stuff like Bakuman. But I haven't really had much interest in reading Bakuman. I remember, this is kind of just a tangential related thing, tangentially related thing that high school I went to had that one in the library. I think that was the one that one person borrowed from me and they lost it. Or maybe it was something else. No, yeah, it was Bakuman Volume 1, I think. They lost. And fighting games. Like, moving on to the next topic, I mean, fighting games. I'm considering, because I mentioned possibly plugging something in. I'm considering playing Guilty Gear right after this. Strive specifically. I might. But I do kind of want to go back to sleep, at least for a little bit. I might stream Strive though. I like Strive. Yeah, I've been playing fighting games since like middle school. I think the first or second was Guilty Gear XXX Core Plus on PSP. Which is why I like Guilty Gear so much, I guess. And why I hope they bring back ABBA. ABBA never. I guess that joke would have made more sense if I said ABBA when first. But yeah. Second one, actually, I don't know. I don't really remember which order I got what game. But I know another one that I had on PSP was that Darkstalkers one. I forget the full title, but I had that one for sure. Another one I had pretty early on was Blaze Blue, the original one, but I had it on Xbox 360, so it kind of wasn't the best platform to have it on, probably, because of the controller. But yeah. Fighting games are pretty good. I'm not the best at them, though. I'm kind of... I guess with most things, I'm kind of mediocre at best, but I guess that's fine. Sorry, I was looking at Twitter a bit. I should maybe stop trying to... Not trying to, but stop having this stuff open. I should minimize it so I don't get distracted. Anyway, next topic, Apex. I kind of play it a lot. I started only a few months ago, I think. When did I start? I know it's like... I guess I did download it around when it came out. I don't think I played any of it. Oh, good morning. Yeah. What was I saying? Apex. I didn't play it when it came out, but I did download it around that time. But I started playing it relatively recently, and I ended up getting... Let me see how many hours I have in it. Apex. 486 hours. Almost 500 hours in Apex, and that's in like a few months. Actually, do I have... No, that's like comparable to my amount of time in Destiny 2. Which was 590. Oh no, that's like a whole 100 hours more. 100 hours is 4 days. A bit more than 4 days. But yeah, I'm not really good at Apex. I guess sometimes I'm good. I used to be better, but I don't know. I guess it was last season I was doing better than this season. Actually, last season is when I started, a bit before the start of it. So I guess that's kind of a good point of reference for when I started it. I switched between characters a lot. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself real quick. Okay. Sorry, I had some stuff stuck in my throat. But yeah, I used to switch between characters a lot. And before the start of last season, of this season rather, I kind of settled onto Horizon. I constantly forget her name. I kind of, in this season, since they kind of nerfed her, it took me a while to kind of find a character I liked playing again. And with this season, I ended up settling on Octane. Octane, I slide around with him a lot. As him, I mean, using his Q. I guess that one's called his tactical, like for his characters. Nerfed how? I guess a lot of the nerfs didn't really affect me because I didn't really use any of her stuff. But it was mostly in her Q. Like, the way it used to be with her Q, you'd go all the way up faster, I think. I think they slowed down how fast you go up. Then you could just stay on there indefinitely, I think. Like, until the thing ended. But they changed it so that it throws you off after like 2 seconds instead. Since something that people would do was they'd get up there and just heal and move around because it made them harder to hit, and then they just shoot at people from up there. So now you can't really stay up there indefinitely. So it was like instant high ground for a few seconds. They might have nerfed the cooldown too. I'm not sure. I'd have to check. They did nerf Octane a bit too, I think, but I forget what the nerfs were. Yeah, that kind of thing. But instead of using sniper, it was with an LMG. Mostly people would use Spitfire, which I can't really use myself because I kind of tend to hip fire a lot, and that one doesn't have very good hip fire. At least not from my experience. And I don't want to aim down sights when in close quarters. That's why I stick to flatline and 301. And then next topic, I guess, VTubers. I only watch 2, but I follow a lot. Ando Yuge and Chihiro Yuki. Those are the 2 that I watch, because they stream a lot of Apex. Just because they're that kind of design doesn't mean anything, I'm sure. Yeah. Then I watch a lot of clips, but a lot of clips. Most of the clips, really. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself again. Sorry, I ate kind of a lot yesterday. That's still kind of in the back of my throat a bit. But yeah. In regards to clips, I mostly watch Niji Sanji, though I guess I do kind of watch a lot of Hololive. And I do have a Hololive clip open right now. One that I watched last night. Yeah. EG Sanji I kind of prefer over Hololive a bit, but I do like both. But yeah. VTubers. Maybe someday I'll be one. I don't know why I always say that. Hold on, let me drink some water. I maybe should have muted myself while I was drinking that water, but it's fine. Iris, I don't really know anything about her. I didn't really watch any of her stuff, so I don't really have much of an opinion. I do like her model, though I haven't really seen it in movement. Well, I guess more accurately, I'd say I'd like her face, I guess. But yeah, I haven't really seen it in movement that much. I think that artist, I think I've seen their stuff before. Like in general. And I do like their stuff. And then Yuniji Sanji, English, haven't really looked into them that much. Their designs, I guess, are kind of... I guess it's kind of maybe a somewhat rude thing to say, but their designs aren't really my favorite. But I guess it's fine. Yeah, I guess I could see that. Kind of, since it's more detailed than a lot of models, I guess. It'd probably be a bit harder to animate, since you have to kind of add a lot more stuff to it. Like stuff for specific shading, specific lines that aren't in other, like, more simpler things. I guess more simpler isn't the right way to phrase it, just simpler. So it'd be a lot more time consuming to animate one of those, or something that detailed, I guess. Hold on. And then if the person who's animating isn't as experienced in it, it could be a lot worse, possibly. Well, not worse, but like, it can be harder to do. I guess there's... I don't know if a good amount of... I guess compared to a lot of Hololive, I guess. Most of theirs are way less detailed than Iris, but... if you're looking at Neji Sanji, there's a good amount that's pretty detailed. Like in the same way rather, as Neji Sanji. Or wait, what? I've kind of lost track of what I was saying. But there's a lot of Neji Sanji who are kind of detailed in the same kind of way. Like Guelo Scar. Guelo Scar is pretty detailed. Oh yeah, I guess I can kind of see that. Let me look him up real quick, just so I can remember his face. I kind of have an idea, but... actually, it might be same artist, possibly. Let me see. No, that's a different artist. Yeah. But yeah, his. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself real quick. sorry. This room's kind of right next to the restroom. The volume on their phone is always all the way up. Always all the way up. I'm playing something. Plus my voice kind of probably goes through the wall a bit, so. Anyway, VTubers. Yeah, I guess I can kind of see the... Going back to that topic, I can kind of see the comparison to a bear. Yeah, I'd see it still. Actually, who did Guel? Or who made him? Or who made his face, rather. Oh yeah, that's a different artist too. Yeah, I'd probably compare more to Guel Oscar, at least in regards to face detail. Well, maybe not as much. The artist who made Iris also does a lot of... What's the word? What's the word? Like, I can't remember what the word is. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's like the artist who made Iris from Hololive kind of puts a lot of the word that's coming to mind is structure, but that's not right at all. Can't remember. Texture. That's the word. Puts a lot of texture into their stuff, so sometimes it can end up looking not super good in movement. Especially with Life 2D, because that kind of it stretches stuff kind of. A lot of the movement in Life 2D is stretching stuff, so stretching and warping. So it can end up looking kind of weird in movement. But yeah. Yeah, I kind of still prefer. Like, even though I like both, I do kind of prefer Niji Sanji over Hololive a bit. Since I do a lot of weirder stuff, I guess. Like a bunch of guys in Hololive, I guess, kind of taking after what some of the girls did. They've been doing, or they did, like kind of curling, that sport curling, but on a lubed up floor. Like how some of Niji Sanji's girls did sumo wrestling on a looped up floor. So yeah, I kind of like that weirder stuff that they sometimes do. But yeah, actually I think that I think the sumo wrestling one might have been sponsored. It was still an interesting thing to do. Lewd face clickbaiters. There have always been people like that. But instead of using lewd art of whoever they're showing, it's some girl that's unrelated to the video. Yeah, I kind of don't like that much. I guess that kind of plays it. That's not really shock value. my second dislike. It's more. What's the word? I guess just clickbait. And I'm not super into clickbait. Titles like that tend to kind of, I guess, push me away from stuff. Though more when I watch clips, it's more because of who's in them, I guess. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself again. Okay, there. Yeah. There's a bunch of VTubers I kind of wish would get more clips. Shirayuri Lily, in particular. Also Yuge Ando. I like both. I should maybe watch more of Lily's stuff. So I guess that's more just watch her stuff in general. Especially since she tries to kind of, well, from what I've seen, she kind of tries to do both English and Japanese. Like I saw a clip a while ago. I guess it was recently that I watched it, but it was from last year, where she played a game in English but translated it into Japanese whenever there was dialogue. Yeah, that kind of effort. One that Shirayuri Lily makes sometimes. I don't know if it's sometimes. Yeah. I think maybe. Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say something, but it kind of. But yeah, Shirayuri Lily I like. But yeah. I should maybe go on to the next topic. Maybe. I'll consider it. I can't really wink. I keep trying to, but it only does one of them, one straight on. Hold on. There we go. The other one, not really. Yeah, I can only do one. And I'd prefer to angle. I guess not. Guess I'll never be able to wink. The fighting games thing, I mostly just gave my history with them. A kind of summarized one. At least how I started them. Guilty Gear and Darkstalkers in middle school. And Blaze Blue on a Xbox 360. But I didn't really play that one that much. Yeah, next topic, I guess. Fan service stuff. I say anime here, but it's video games too. But I guess it kind of depends on how it's presented, I guess. Like, Senran Kagura, in my opinion, is a good way to do fan service. Because it takes its story relatively seriously, but it still has that fan service concept, and it plays that up a lot. I want to watch another, or maybe read a fan service manga, specifically Ikitosen. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself again. Okay, there. What was I saying? Alright, Ikitosen. But I've seen a lot of stuff about that series, but I never really watched it or read it. I think I've seen at least part of the first episode, and I read some of the first chapter. I think maybe the first two. And seen fan service compilations, but yeah, Ikitosen seems interesting since it's at least partially Romance of the Three Kingdoms, but fan service action, which I do have some interest in, I guess. For some reason, I don't have I guess, for a lot of it, I don't have as much interest in more recent fan service stuff for some reason. Like, I don't really have much interest in I don't have much interest in watching. Excuse me. DxD, High School DxD, or whatever it's called. Dumbbell, I don't really know. I don't know much about it aside from. Oh wait, which one's Dumbbell? Am I thinking of the wrong one? Oh no, I'm thinking. Oh yeah, I think I am thinking of the right one. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Okay, yeah. I don't know if that one's fan service. I only know the opening song. Onegai Muscle. It might be fan service, but I don't really know. Speaking of that kind of thing, I remember there was this one fan service OVA, I guess. That was kind of like exercise stuff, but it had a lot of those kinds of shots, like down shirt stuff. Hold on, let me look for it. I don't know why I just remembered it. It's not this one. Which one's this anyway? Oh, that's that one. I guess I can check on TV tropes. Oh, here it is. Training with Hinako. That's the one. Training with Hinako. I just remember seeing stuff about it when I was in like middle school. Ishoni training with Hinako. No, I don't know if it was actually an actual exercise routine or what. I just remember seeing about it. Fan service in shonen anime? I guess it's fine. I don't know. It depends, I guess. I don't watch too much shonen stuff. I guess I read some, but I don't know. It's probably fine. I think it's kind of more recent discourse, I guess, where people are kind of mad about the pervert character, I guess, but I kind of don't mind that kind of thing because it's just a general trope, I guess. It's not something I particularly mind. Yeah, I'm not really against fan service in shonen anime. But depending on how it's presented, I guess. It's fine. I was gonna mention something else, I think. Let's see. Oh, right, since you brought up Akiba's Trip. I've played Akiba's Trip. Well, the second one. The first one didn't get released. I think it maybe got recently released. Let me see. In the US, I mean. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be released soon. Like 3 days. Yeah, I have the second one on Vita. The first one was for PSP, but it's getting released on PC now. But yeah. Akiba Strip is pretty alright. Haven't played it in a while though. Since I don't want to turn on my Vita or anything. I think it might be somewhere on the floor actually. No, it's right here on my desk. I thought it was on my floor because I tend to keep stuff on my floor. Like books and my fight stick. It's on the floor. I was doing that with my foot. Please no foot fetish, please. I said please twice in that sentence, but I guess it kind of requires saying twice. But yeah. I guess that kind of plays into the fighting games thing. That I have a fight stick that I don't really use for Guilty Gear because I can't, because I get my finger position kind of messed up. I guess I could just put them on the first row, but I kind of would rather not. Yeah, that could probably work. The attack button's just on the first row and then dust on the first bottom one. I might try to do that. Maybe. But yeah, fan service. It's pretty good sometimes. I know a lot of well, I don't know a lot. A good amount of fan service anime that I haven't watched, but I somehow know the title. Somehow. Like, Quasar of Stigmata. I remember seeing about that one. Don't really know what it's about, but I've seen it. Well, speaking of, I guess just in regards to general fan service stuff, there's a game that I have that I've really only played the beginning of. I never finished it, but I remember wanting it on Vita. Let me look for it real quick. I think I have it installed. Character action, that's where I have it. Valkyrie Drive. I watched a bit of the anime, which is like a separate story. Actually, it was 3 things, I think. There was the anime, the video game, and then I think one other thing. It might have been a mobile game. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself real quick. Okay, never mind. Bad fan service. Well, that's related to the dislike down here. Nudity / death for shock value. One of the main examples I'd give of that is one that I've actually been reading. Gleipnir. That one has a lot of, especially recently, nudity and death just for the sake of shock value. Which kind of sucks because the series kind of starts kind of alright. Then the pacing gets way off and starts playing way more into the shock value of the deaths. Yeah. Gleipnir towards the end is really, or not end, towards where it's currently at. It's pretty bad. I wouldn't recommend it, probably. Let's see, what else though? I don't know what else there would be. I haven't watched a lot of, watched or read a lot of fan service stuff, so I don't really know what else would be considered bad. Or rather, I don't know what else I would consider bad. The kind of thing, yeah. Generally, I'm not super into just doing stuff just to kind of get a rise out of the audience, I guess. I kind of prefer stuff be actually done to progress the story, I guess. And kind of fit the story that they're telling or whatever. Or I guess the example you're giving is spoilers for Full Metal Alchemist, I guess. Nina and her dog, whose name I forget. But yeah. I'm getting kind of hungry. I might end the stream after I finish this. And then stream again later. Yeah, I might do that. Sorry, I was stretching. Actually, yeah, probably. Yeah, that probably would be a better example since it kind of shows what the structure of the government alchemy system is like and what lengths people will go to kind of keep their position. Plus, it's foreshadowed. But yeah. I should maybe watch an anime soon. I've been meaning to. There's a bunch that well, not a bunch. There's a few that I've started that I haven't finished yet. Oh, hello. Yeah, it's alright. I was just talking about fan service anime right now. So it's fine. Not a super something topic, I don't know. Actually, the topic kind of moved from fan service kind of naturally. No, speaking of Senran Kagura, well, did I bring up Senran Kagura? Yeah, I did bring up Senran Kagura. But yeah. Oh, thanks. It took like a week, 2 weeks maybe, not including the time before that. Took all. Well, the lights are still off, so it's fine. I just woke up. Well, I guess I woke up an hour ago now. A little bit over an hour, but still. Yeah, I haven't watched Gate at all, so I don't have any point of reference for that. But yeah, I was gonna bring up Senran Kagura again. Peach Beach Splash was what I was gonna mention. I haven't gone through the story of that one, but from what I've played, I don't like it as much since it seems to be more just pure fan service as opposed to a story with fan service. I guess that's kind of my preference. Or it's like actual story, but then it also has some fan service stuff to it. As opposed to just fan service, fan service, fan service. That might be why I haven't watched. Actually, I think I had started reading it, but Keijo. I guess that one's also a sports thing, sports series. Chivalry of a Failed Knight. I think I started that one. Let me look it up real quick. Or am I thinking of the wrong one? Oh yeah, I'm thinking of a different one. That one I don't really know anything about. Yeah, I don't know anything about this one. It seems like a kind of typical light novel type thing. Oh, that kind of thing. That kind of situation, I guess I wouldn't really say is super good. I guess I kind of get why they do it. Like the kind of appeal that they're going for. But still. Yeah, from what I'm seeing, it looks like a general, kind of just regular harem series. Doesn't look like something that would particularly interest me. Yeah, it is a light novel series. Yeah, I guess it just kind of somehow does have that light novel look to it. The kind of stuff that has a particular kind of main character. Sakura Wars. I keep forgetting what kind of game that is. It's a strategy RPG, right? Because I kind of can't focus on those as much as I want to. Which is why I still haven't played much of Disgaea. First few are strategy RPGs. Character action. Then I'd probably be more inclined, I guess, to play that one. I don't know. Let me see. I need to check. I guess the older ones could possibly be legally downloaded. Wink. Let's see. Main series. PS4. I don't have a PS4. Yeah, it says PS4 for the most recent one. Or I think it's the most recent one, the 2019 one. And the only two home consoles, well, I guess three, that I have are PS2, PS3, and Switch. So I wouldn't really be able to play that one. Let me check. I was gonna check there first, but then I checked. Nope, not on Steam. Just PS4. But yeah. I wouldn't be able to play it. Okay, I think maybe since somehow the fan service stuff has been the longest topic, I'm gonna say the H games thing. I guess that's kind of related to fan service. Yeah, basically porn games that are actual games as opposed to just porn. That kind of thing. Like a while ago, I think it was sometime last year, or maybe the year before. It might have been last year. I got kind of obsessed with a particular game. Let me look up the name of it. Last Evil, which is kind of similar to in gameplay to Slay the Spire. Also got kind of obsessed, I guess, with playing House Party a while ago. Year ago, or I don't think it's out. I haven't gotten any announcements, and it probably would have been at everyone. Yeah, I don't think it's out. Yeah, they probably would have added everyone if it were out. So it's probably gonna still be a while. Yeah, it's still gonna be a while probably. Yeah, House Party and Last Evil were the main two that I got obsessed with for a while, I guess. And I guess kind of also my stomach's growling. Yeah, I might have to end the stream after this. And eat. And then maybe stream again later. But yeah, also Isekai Quest I was gonna say, which is a match 4 game. Or maybe match 3. I forget which one it was. A lot of the times, I guess there's more visual novels, games that have H. Like, Fate's Stay Night. And stuff like that. Metroid? I don't know if I've seen that one. I think that's... Maybe I have heard of that one at least. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking it was. But I guess that's fine too. Mostly, my opinion on that kind of thing is... as long as the gameplay's good. Or at least kind of alright. Because it is a game, so it should have gameplay. I guess that's kind of why I can't really focus on visual novels. But I still kind of prefer the H part in H games to be kind of integrated into the... Well, I don't know if integrated, but still kind of with the gameplay, I guess. That kind of thing, I guess. Also, I have some of those games installed. Some of those kinds of games. Actually, that reminds me. There's been some other ones that I got kind of obsessed with for a while. Some that I downloaded off of itch.io. Or itch.io, or whatever you want to call it. The main one being Harem Hotel. For some reason, I think that one's the kind of time management type game where you decide different stuff you're going to do during the day. For some reason, I got really obsessed with that for for a while back. I haven't played it in a while, but for some reason I get kind of really pulled in by that kind of thing. I guess that's kind of like, I guess it's not really the exact kind of game. Exact same kind of game. I mean, but a management type game. What was it? Max Gentleman Sexy Business. That game. That one's kind of more on the fan service side, but with actual nudity in it. Max Gentleman is pretty good. And it has fan service for whoever you're into, whether like rather it has fan service of both the guys and the girls. So whatever you're into, I guess. It even has someone like Santa Claus, or someone who looks like Santa Claus rather, and who may possibly actually be Santa. So if you're into that kind of guy, they have him. But I'm not really particularly into that kind of guy, so. Yeah, Max Gentleman Sexy Business I'd recommend. But somehow I only have 14.5 hours. And I think a lot of those were in a couple days. But yeah. Now it's a good management game. And you don't have to, like the uncensored stuff, I guess you could say, is kind of, well, I guess that's the same with most games on Steam. It's like DLC that you can turn on and off. Yeah, I'd recommend it. It also has written stuff. Like written smut. My stomach's really growling. Yeah. I should maybe try to play more visual novels. I have a bunch of the Sakura games. The ones that I have installed right now are Sakura Agent, Sakura Dungeon, Sakura MMO, Sakura MMO 2, Sakura MMO 3, Sakura Space, and Sakura Swim Club. But I've only started Agent, Swim Club, and Dungeon. Probably I'd be more inclined to play Dungeon since it has actual gameplay that isn't just visual novel. I don't have any of the Danganronpa games. Though I did read around the time it got really popular on Tumblr, before the games had gotten localized, there was a kind of long play of it on Something Awful forums, and that's where I read it. That's where I read the first one anyway. I remember those times. I was in high school still. And I followed a lot of people. A lot of people who were into it. Artists mostly. I don't know if a lot. A good amount. I might still be following some of them on one account. Or possibly two. But not this one. Also, I'm looking at Twitter. An artist I followed drew the gun from Boktai. Which, speaking of, I really want to play Boktai again. It's the 18th anniversary, so that's why. But yeah, Boktai. I had it on GBA, the first one. Might still be somewhere in the garage, but I'd have to go through a lot of stuff to find it. But yeah, I like Boktai. Or if you want to be more accurate with the title, Boktai. Since it's Bokotachi no something Tayo something. Let me look up the title. JP title, I mean. Oh, it's Bokura no Tayo, which I think means our sun. Or Bokura no Tayo Solar Action RPG. Let me look up what that means. The Bokura no Tayo part. Okay, yeah, it's our sun solar RPG. Action RPG, rather. For some reason, I can be pretty into any kind of... Well, maybe not... Well, kind of any RPG. Open world stuff, in particular, at least in regards to the open world part, I can get into sometimes. But a lot of my time will just be spent wandering around. Which is why... Hold on. Which is why I rarely finish them, because I end up just wandering around a bunch. Turn-based I played a lot of. One that I started a while ago, I think I might have mentioned it at some point, was Labyrinth of Refrain, Coven of Dusk, which is one of those kind of dungeon crawler types. Turn-based. For some reason, I'm really into those kinds of games, and I can play them for a while. I have a few on, well, one of them's on PSP, the other one's on Vita. But I played the PSP one on Vita since it's a digital game. The PSP one I haven't really played much of, though. Vita one, I think I'm pretty close to the end, but I never finished it. Yeah. Labyrinth of Refrain I originally just got because it has art by Takahito Harada, if you want to go with that kind of pronunciation. The guy who did the art for Disgaea. It's pretty good. Both the art and the game. But yeah, I'd recommend it. I think I said that multiple times already. When someone was washing clothes and it's done. But yeah. Action RPGs I can also get into. I guess a lot of open world games are also action RPGs. Hold on, my finger hurts, let me pop it. Well, multiple fingers anyway. Yeah, this guy is really big numbers type game. I maybe shouldn't be popping my finger so close to the microphone, it's going up to red. But yeah. This guy is a really big number game. Even if some of that is probably fluff, I guess. Possibly. I don't actually know. But yeah, I can't really get into this guy that much. Even if I want to. Like the story type stuff, I guess I can kind of get into. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself real quick. Okay, there. But yeah. Also, I keep looking at my the games I have installed on Steam, and Among Us is just there staring at me. I still haven't started it, or rather, I still haven't played it at all. I have 0 hours in it. Maybe someday. But I don't want to play with randoms. I'll have to look for people to possibly collab with at some point. Among Us. Yeah, maybe someday I'll play it. Some aspects of the ironic meme around it I kind of am into. For some reason I'm kind of into that kind of joke, I guess. I guess I do kind of post a lot of, not on Twitter or anything, in the Discord. Those ironic kind of impact font memes. I don't know why I can get into those kinds of memes. I guess some of those are kind of just one-off jokes, which is why I prefer them. Possibly, anyway. Notification. Oh, that was just Twitter. Yeah, I guess those are absurdism too. with Among Us, I don't know why, but one of the things I prefer or that I like rather, but mostly just the original form of it, is that one GIF. You know the one. The very big GIF. Let me see if I can. I guess maybe that GIF might be from something else. But then it just became its own thing. Let me see. Yeah, for some reason I like that GIF. No idea why though. I guess I just find it funny or something. Yeah, there was that musical thing. Also, for some reason, whenever someone brings up Among Us, I just say, or like if they post an Among Us meme, I just say sus. I don't know why. It's weird. Totally accurate spaceship simulator. Because I don't think I know that one. Yeah, I don't know if I know that thing. I don't think I can find it. Because all I'm getting is totally accurate battle simulator. But yeah. Maybe someday I'll play Among Us. Someday. But I don't really feel like it right now. Almost knocked over. I should maybe push this further towards into the desk. I almost knocked over my Nekomiya Hinata Nendroid off my desk. I maybe should clean up my desk a bit more too. Push her further away from the edge, rather. But yeah. I only have 2 Nandroids. And probably... I guess this is kind of related to the designs of the 2 VTubers whose stuff I actually watch. But the 2 Nandroids I have are Shimakaze from Kantai Collection, and Nekomiya Hinata. And then since I mentioned the 2 VTubers whose stuff I watch earlier, those are Ando Yuge and Chihiro Yuki. And there is kind of a overlap with their designs, I guess. If you look at them. Yeah. Let me look it up real quick. I think I might have seen. Oh, that's the. What's that game called? The Moonbase Alpha one. I think I might have seen that one. The Among Us version, I mean. I didn't really like it that much because it's just the Moonbase Alpha one. But Among Us. And I'm not super into that kind of thing, where it's just one thing but another thing. But yeah, maybe some. I already said that. Oh, I already said that. Maybe someday I'll play Among Us. But yeah, dislikes is. I'm gonna go into dislikes, since they're a lot simpler, I guess. And those are dismissiveness, which is just, I don't like people being dismissive. Just simple like that. And I already went into the anime with nudity / death for shock value. I already went into that, so I'm not gonna go much further into it. Then peas and corn, but that's mostly the smell. Peas and corn I don't like the smell of, so I don't eat them. But I'm not against eating vegetables or anything. Or even by themselves. With dismissiveness, I guess I kind of do have a bad experience with. At least maybe I do. But I just generally don't really like it. The nudity / death for shock value I just don't really like. It's just something I'm not too into myself. It's just bad fan service, I'd say. Particularly the nudity thing. Oh, you weren't here for that part of the thing. Hold on, let me show that real quick. Human assumed. Species human assumed, at least for now. But yeah, peas and corn, I don't like the smell of them, so I don't eat them. At least by themselves. If they're in something else, then I'm fine with it. But yeah. Other vegetables I'm fine with eating by themselves. Carrots I'll eat by themselves. Celery sometimes too. Tomatoes. Well, usually that's more like if a salad has those small tomatoes in them, I'll just eat those by themselves sometimes. That's been a while since I've done that. Mostly I did that when I was a kid. But yeah. Generally, for the most part, I'm not particularly a picky eater or anything. I just eat whatever. Squash. I think I've had that before, but I don't remember. I might have. It's been a while since I have. If I have. Pumpkin. I don't remember if I've ever had pumpkin by itself myself. Possibly. Well, no, probably not. It'd probably be in pie, and I don't really eat pie. I don't remember if I've ever had pie in general. Well, I've had apple pie. I think that's about it, though. And I think it was just once. But yeah, I don't think I've really had either of those, really. Yams are good. Actually, are yams sweet potatoes? I think it might be. Let me check. Yeah, they're kind of... Yeah, they're sweet. Or no, maybe not. Oh, they're not really sweet potato. They're just similar looking, kind of. So which one's which? It's showing different things are showing. Okay, no, yeah. Yams are the not orange ones. I think. And yeah, yams I haven't had, but sweet potatoes I have. Unless they actually are the same thing. Hold on, I'm stretching still. Hold on, I need to pop my back real quick. It only pumped a little bit. I didn't know pears were shaped like that in Japan. It's kind of... I guess it's only weird rather, because I'm not used to seeing them like that, I guess. Like I'm used to the... Yeah, that light bulb type shape. So it's kind of weird seeing them not that shape. But I haven't watched that video, that clip. But I have it here. I'm gonna turn off this image real quick, hold on. Or should I just keep it up? So the watermelons are round over there, right? From what I remember. At least looking at anime, which is my only point of reference right now. I think I have seen round ones before, but not over here. Paragore? No, I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't really know who that is. Oh, the person who did the PogChamp thing. Yeah, no, I haven't. Actually, I might have done that one with the thing. Hold on. Oh, no, I think I was thinking something else. Or someone else, rather. But no, I haven't watched any of this stuff. I don't think I'm following any people who do, or rather, I don't think I'm subscribed to anyone who does animation. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm following, or I'm subscribed to that one guy. I forgot his name. I don't know who that is. I'm looking at their thing. Actually, oh, okay, I think I know who that is from one of their particular things. But I don't follow them or anything, so I don't really know that much of their stuff or anything. I think I might have seen one of their things. Or maybe a couple. Yeah, I've seen some of their stuff before. Some of their particular stuff. But they're not someone I follow or anything. A lot of... I guess generally I kind of... not prefer. I just generally follow more artists than animators. Like non-animator artists, I mean. Because animators are artists. I should maybe go back to sleep soon. I've somehow been talking for 2 hours. Almost 2 hours, anyway. But I also do want to eat. Also, this is the last slide I have. I didn't think of anything else to say. Sorry, I was looking at something else real quick. Tim's? No, they're shoes. Or other running shoes. I don't have Tim's. I don't know if that was the question. But yeah, I don't really know much about those. I think those are those ones, right? Yeah, those are those. I don't really like the look of them. They're kind of... Well, they seem to be more work shoes. But for some reason they became rather fashion. Yeah, they're more work boots, but then they became fashion for some reason. It's weird. You saw Tensoku? Hold on. have to look what that is. Oh, that's the Toho thing. Yeah, I don't really know much about that game. Maybe someday I'll play it. Someday. Yeah, I think maybe. Maybe. Yeah, probably. No round timer? Does it have a time limit? Or is it just you go until you go? Or go until you finish, rather. Because going until you finish can... Well, sounds like it can be kind of long. Depending, but I don't know. Yeah, that sounds like it can be long depending on the game. But I don't know anything about the game, so I don't know how long rounds typically are in that game. Sorry, I was looking at stuff about the game. Actually, I was pressing back to go to the main wiki page for it. Yeah, I was gonna say earlier that I think I'm gonna probably, since it's already gonna be 2 hours in the stream now, and then maybe stream something else later, because I'm kind of sleepy and hungry since I just woke up. It's not just lore, I did just wake up. Well, 2 hours ago, but still. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go eat. Or find something to eat anyway. Yeah. Later, I guess. Oh wait, I had this ready. Let me get to that.